and they told me I was sitting on a gold mine. Well, I was born in San Francisco, and I was about 16 and a half, junior in high school. And my father was a pot dealer, and my friends convinced me to start taking some of this marijuana out. And I didn't really want to smoke it, so I gave it to them, and they convinced me to try it. And they told me I was sitting on a gold mine, and so they smoked it, and then finally they convinced me to smoke a couple of puffs, and I liked it. And we had cookies and milk and laughed a lot, and that's when I started. It kind of affected my social life. I became kind of more of an introvert because I started thinking a lot more about things when I smoked pot, marijuana, and so I spent more time kind of by myself or with one or two good friends rather than going out with big social groups. And I think that was because maybe a little bit more shy there. Well, at first I had a lot of shame around it because when I was younger, 13, 14, people, my friends would come over to the house and smell the smell and would make comments, and I felt like my family was really different than the other families. So I was really feeling weird about it when I was younger, but then once I started smoking it around 16 and a half, I didn't really give it so much thought anymore, but it kind of didn't really faze me as far as morality. It's just everybody was kind of smoking it. A lot of kids were smoking it that I was hanging out with, so it didn't really kind of make a judgment, have any judgment around that. I didn't really have any judgment around it being bad or good. I just thought that our family was different, and I didn't want our family to be different. So, but it did make me feel back then in the 60s and the 70s, the penalties were much more severe for marijuana and other drugs than they are now. And so there was a big lawful factor of the police because you could really get a felony for smoking marijuana. Looking back, it's not really a judgment of worth the risk for me. It was just, I was a young person experimenting, and would I do it again looking back? I wouldn't do it again because I lost a lot of opportunities with the SAT. I never went to college. I didn't focus in high school, my junior year, senior year. When I got out, I didn't have any focus about college or where I wanted to go or anything. I thought I would just work a little while or maybe travel, and I didn't really accomplish very much. So yes, I do have a lot of regrets. Not really. I was kind of very unconscious about my behavior. I was kind of on autopilot, and I didn't really, being a young person, I didn't really think about the consequences of my actions. But looking back now, I can see it.